Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to a Minecraft snapshot video, something I haven't done in quite a while, but they have released 15W31A or 15W31B, whichever way you want to look at it, but it has been released, the new combat update. Everything that is in 1.9 won't be in this snapshot, but I'm guessing will be introduced later on as more snapshot gets released. But anyway, the main feature of this is the dual wielding. So if I quickly go into survival, collect the pickaxe and the torches, and if I hover over the torches and click F, it puts them into my left hand. So the left hand really doesn't have any feature apart from the torch, I believe. But if you put a pickaxe in the other hand and you want to just go strip mining or something, you can just quickly do that. Just quickly, just mine away with your pickaxe. As soon as it starts getting dark, just simply right click with your torch and you'll be able to place the torch down instead of having to hover back and forth between your hotbar, which is pretty damn cool considering it's really like annoying when you've got to scroll and then go back and scroll again and go back. It just gets annoying. But anyway, that is one of the neatest features of this new dual wielding feature. So you can just if you want to do them from your inventory, instead of clicking F, there's this little shield icon here, and you just basically hover any item in there and it puts it in your left hand. So that is pretty much that with dual wielding. Apart from armor stands can now dual wield also, but they do need a command to spawn them currently, which it's kind of understandable. But yeah, you do need a command block to spawn them currently. And if I move over to the Shulker, which is the new mob from the End City, which you get to after defeating the Ender Dragon. Pardon me. If I quickly just put one of them down and show you their new animation. If it, there we go. So he just like a little pops out of his shell. Let's just quickly take him out so he doesn't. Actually, let me hit that. Let it hit me. There we go. So when you get hit by the shulkers, you actually get a new potion effect called levitation, and it just basically levers you up into the air. So it can be positive and negative. Positive as you can fly around when you're levitating, but the negative is you do take fall damage when you fall down from it. So that is the new Shulker boss. It is found in the End Cities, which you get to from after defeating the Ender Dragon. So moving on to some new arrows that we've got. We've got some spectral arrows, night vision, invisibility, leaping, fire resistance, swiftness, slowness, water, healing, harming, poison, regeneration, strength, and weakness. So all of these arrows do have potion effects. So if I just quickly grab this spectral arrow, because this one is pretty neat. So if I just fire an arrow at myself, quickly go into F5 mode, you see I've got like a little outline on me now, and if I go over to this block, you can see that my legs are visible from through the block, which is pretty cool considering you can hit an enemy, especially in like minigames or something. You can hit an enemy with it, and it will show them through walls to try and track down your enemy and kill them. So that is pretty neat. Moving on to, I'll just pick the regeneration one. So if I put the regeneration one as the priority, if I shoot that up and fire it, I do take a little bit of damage. I don't because I've got like a ton of armor on, but you will take like 1.5 hearts worth of damage or something like that, and but it can be a positive in the long run as you do get regeneration for 45 seconds. So it's really a positive when you think about it. And all of these arrows do have their own features. Apart from the water one, I'm not sure what that's going to do, but I'm sure as 1.9 gets more and more in depth, we will get to know about that. So moving on to grass paths. These are something new introduced into 1.9, and if you use a shovel and right click on the grass, it takes 1 pixel away and creates a grass path for you. So this can be great for outlining paths in like adventure maps and that type of stuff, or just in your general world. And if you jump on it, run on it, do whatever you want on it, it's just not gonna turn back into grass, which is pretty cool. And there is no way of actually acquiring these via the inventory in creative mode. What you need to do is actually, when you're in creative mode, do this and then middle mouse click on the actual block itself, and you will get some grass paths, which is pretty cool. So moving on to the purple blocks. These are some new blocks that are going to be entered into 1.9. These are found in the End City, and they can be crafted. So as you see, we've got purple block, a purple pillar, a purple stairs, and a purple slab. So these can be created by, if I quickly run over here, you see these popped chorus fruits. If you put them in a crafting in a crafting recipe, as if you were going to make a crafting table, or if you're going to make stone bricks or something, you will get this, which is the new purple block, which looks pretty cool. I can see a lot of map creators out there using these to add a little bit of extra effect. Moving on to some more blocks that I found in the end, we now have some end bricks, and it's started to rain. Cool. Let's quickly get rid of that. So yeah, these are the new ones that are in the end. We have end bricks and end rods. The end rods emit light, which I'm not sure if it does it in the overworld, as I've got a billion torches around. But yeah, they do emit light in the nether, in the end, sorry. And the way you craft the end stone is you get 4 end stone bricks, is you get 4 end stone, put it in a crafting recipe like this, and you will get 4 end stone, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if there's a crafting recipe for the end rods, but I'm sure we'll get to know later on as the update matures. So if I quickly go back into creative, because there's a lot of mobs around, I don't want creepers blown up as I did setting this up. So we do have now the dragon head, which is dropped by the dragon, I assume, when 1.9 is released. So as you see, it's got a nice little animation when put on redstone. And if I quickly, I just accidentally destroyed that. So if I get another dragon head, you can actually use this as part of your apparel as well. So if I just take my helmet off, I now have a dragon head for my head, which is pretty cool. It can be a nice little way to show your friends that you've defeated the Ender Dragon and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you just put it down on top of like a chest or something, it's not going to do anything. But if you put it on top of redstone, it will start making this little animation of his mouth moving, which is pretty nifty. So that is the new Ender Dragon head. Moving on to some new plants. We have beetroots. Basically, you just plant beetroots as you would with any other plant. And once they're fully grown, you will get beetroots like this. These are the beetroot seeds, by the way. So beetroots you get from there, and these are used to make beetroot soup. So this is the recipe. Put 6 beetroots in the crafting recipe as if you were making a sign, and just put a bowl underneath, and you will get beetroot soup, which is pretty nifty. So moving on to some new plants in the end city, we have the chorus plants. So the chorus plants are built up of these little things right here called, I just got rid of it. I'll just get one of them again. If I could type. They're called chorus flowers. And basically what these do is, if you break what I did there in survival, you will get this, and you'll be able to just replant the chorus plants as long as it's on end stone. So these are the chorus plants, as you see here, these non-flowery blocks. And when you break one of these, so if I just quickly nip back into survival and just break this big bad boy right here, you do get chorus fruits from it. And what the chorus fruits do is, if you're low on hunger, these can actually be a source of food. So if you do eat them, you will get your health back, but you do teleport in the process, so it can be a positive/negative, which is good. And if you actually if I just quickly grab them, put them into the furnace, once they're cooked, you will get popped chorus fruits, which are used to create the purple blocks. So there's some new flowers that are pretty nifty in 1.9, and we also have a new potion GUI. So if I just quickly grab a golden apple, because that's got a load of potion effects, so if I just quickly eat one of these, if you look in the top right, you'll see that my potion effects are now shown on your actual HUD, instead of actually going into your inventory and seeing. But you can do this just to see how long you've got left, but it's nice to know what potions effects are active and what are not. So that is something that new has been added, and here's something pretty cool. Glass panes, iron bars, and fences no longer have protruding things when they're just on their own. As you see, it's just like a 2 pixel wide block now, as in like the end rods right there. So they don't actually connect, which is pretty cool. So these can be used for different sort of building and all that type of good stuff. And I think that is pretty much all for this. If I go over to here, the skeletons now have a new bow animation. So if I get him aggro, you see, he's now pulling back on his bow with his left hand, which is pretty cool. And I'm not taking any damage because I'm absolutely armored up to the hills. But yeah, they've now got a new bow animation, which is pretty cool. So that's something that adds a little bit more effect into the more combat effect to the game. So I think that is going to pretty much wrap it up. Oh no, there's one more thing with the bow. So if I just quickly grab a bow and an arrow, if you look at the bow animation in the hotbar, you'll see that it draws back an arrow in the hotbar as well. And I'll quickly show you the spectral arrows with this. So if I just quickly run over here or something, actually I'll be able to do it with these cows up there. Let's see if hopefully I can hit one. There we go. So there, that cow has been hit, and if I quickly run over here, oh, you could literally, there, I can see him through this tree. So yeah, that is something that's pretty cool with the new arrows as well. But anyway, I think that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this video though. If I have missed anything, please leave it in the comments below, and I will give it a check over. But that is pretty much going to be it. So if you have enjoyed, a like rating would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you are new around here, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace!